Hi, I'm Philip Burton of SQLintro.com, and today's question is, how many rows are there in Excel? And that's from John. Well, thank you, John. Well, I've got an Excel spreadsheet here, and I'm just going to type the number 1, and then I'm going to multiply it quite a number of times. Now, this figure here, 65,536 rows. This is how many it used to be in Excel up to 2003, and that Excel 2003 was the edition that was sold up to the beginning of 2007. So if we take this spreadsheet, for instance, which is in compatibility mode, in other words, it's a spreadsheet that could be loaded by Excel 2003, then you see that the very bottommost row is indeed 65,536. Now, if you do get that in the spreadsheet and you want to go beyond it, then you've got to get rid of this compatibility mode. But that means it will no longer be openable by anyone using Excel 2003 or earlier. Not much of a concern nowadays. To clear compatibility mode, go to File, and you can see Convert. So that will resave it as a different file format. So this 97 to 2003.xls, that's your compatibility mode. But XLSX or XLSB or XLSM, those are your non-compatibility modes. Those are your standard modes. So I'm going to use XLSX. So now I will close and reopen the spreadsheet, and you'll see that compatibility mode is now gone. So now let's extend this number series down a bit more. And this number, 1,048,576, this is the number of rows from Excel 2007 to the time of recording. So if I go down to that cell, so press Ctrl G and type in A1048576 and click OK, you can see indeed that that is the very bottom row. Now, for some people, this may cause a problem. When I was working in Excel 2002, 2000, 2003, occasionally I would need more than 65,000 rows, but there wasn't really a solution. And now I can easily exceed the 1 million rows. Well, if you're doing that, you've got two choices. Either add an extra workbook or use something else other than Excel. And one way you can do it is using PowerPivot, which you may or may not have installed on your machine. But PowerPivot allows you to import data beyond the 1 million range and then create an analysis of that data in Excel. So you can see here I am loading a workbook that's in Excel, and I'm then going to do an analysis on it. Now, it could be that this has 1 million, 2 million, 3 million rows, and it needn't be from Excel. It could be from SQL Server or from a text file or anything like that. So now I've got this data imported, and I can now do things like a pivot table on it. So I'll go to the bottom and put in the order date and put in the total value, the product standard cost. So using something like PowerPivot and plenty of other alternatives will allow you to get past this 1 million row and allow you to analyze in Excel data beyond that. So the answers to your question, 65,336 if you're using Excel 2003 or earlier, or using a spreadsheet in compatibility mode, always check for that right at the top, or just slightly over 1 million. So thank you for the question. If you want to learn more about Excel or learn about PowerPivot, then why not come to my website, SQLintro.com, or subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and see you on the next question.